We will begin today's practice by bringing our hands to our heart center and taking a gentle bow towards the self. Setting the intention for our practice by cultivating the feelings of love and gratitude and extending them to all beings everywhere. May they experience this practice through our senses. Gently transitioning from a seated position into Shavasana or corpse pose by laying on our back, extending the feet about a mat width apart, arms away from the body, palms facing up. Taking a few deep breaths in and out through the nose, allowing the back body to sink deeply into the ground while keeping the heart space light and open. Slowly bringing the feet to touch, arms by your sides as you extend them up and over your head, bringing the palms to touch and extending through the tips of the fingers, through the tips of the toes. Exhaling, releasing the arms by your sides. Bending the right leg and clasping your hands behind the thigh or over top of the shin as you bring the knee closer into your chest. Inhaling, picking the head up, reaching it towards the knee, engaging the abdominal muscles. Exhaling, lowering the head back down and extending the right leg long. Bending the left leg, clasping the hands behind the thigh or over top of the shin and bringing the knee into the chest. Inhaling, lifting the head, reaching the forehead towards the knee. With each exhale, bringing the knee in closer, just a little bit more. Exhaling, lowering the head down, extending the left leg long. This time, bringing the feet to touch, bending both legs and hugging them into your chest. Clasping the hands behind the thighs, over top of the shins, or reaching for the opposite elbows, giving yourself a giant loving hug. Taking a moment before inhaling and lifting the head towards the knees, making yourself as tiny as you possibly can. Exhaling, lowering the head back down and releasing the feet close to your seat, about a hip width apart. And as you press through the feet and your hands, slowly start to lift the hips up towards the sky, coming into a bridge pose. Exhaling, lowering back down. Again, pressing through the hands and feet, lifting the hips up, shoulders grounding, head grounding. Exhaling, lowering back down. One last time, pressing through the hands and feet, lifting the hips as high as you possibly can. And with an exhale, lowering back down. Walking the feet to touch, extending the arms away from the body and scooching the hips to the right as you release the knees to your left. Allowing the head to spill back where it feels the most comfortable. Ensuring that the right shoulder is grounding. Breathing into the right side of the body, releasing the tension from the inner thighs and your jaw, and concentrating on the space between the eyebrows. Mindfully bringing the knees back to center as you scoot your hips over to the left side, releasing the knees to the right side. Doing your best to stack the hips on top of each other and grounding through the left shoulder. Preparing yourself to bring the knees back to center and realign your spine before picking up the legs and bringing your knees into your chest one more time, giving yourself another giant loving hug, picking the head up, reaching the forehead towards the knees, holding for just a moment longer, and as you exhale, lower the head down and the feet down, extending the right leg and the right arm long and rolling over to the right side. Left arm in front of your chest, left leg in front of you at a 90-degree angle. Firmly pushing into the left hand, prop yourself up onto your hands and your knees, separating the knees about a mat width apart, bringing the toes to touch, stacking the hands on top of each other and releasing your left cheek on top of your hands, allowing the hips to sink back towards the heels. Gently pressing yourself up onto your hands and knees, stacking your wrists under shoulders and your knees under your hips, tucking the toes under, exhaling, sucking the belly towards the spine, head towards the ground. Inhaling, head up, exhaling, belly to the spine, taking a few more breaths on your own as you flow through the cat back stretch. The next inhale, neutralize your spine. Press through the hands as you lift up into downward facing dog, reaching the top of the head towards the ground, bending the knees if you need to, and only extending the legs long if accessible to you at the moment. You can do little pulses, trying to reach the head towards the ground, bending the knees, extending the legs. Slowly starting to walk the feet towards the hands, little by little, bringing the feet to touch, reaching the arms behind the knees, giving yourself a hug, slight bend to the knees, resting the chest on top of the thighs as you release the head down and tuck the chin in. If you're feeling strong, try extending the legs long. If not, that's okay. You're still getting the full benefit of the posture, even if the knees are bent. Slowly release the hands and ragdoll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, standing straight, bringing the hands to your heart center for pranayama. With inhale, reaching the arms up and over your head, hasta uttanasana, folding forward, uttanasana. Pressing through the hands, stepping the right leg back, knee down, look up. Step into a plank, release the knees, the chest and the chin. Untuck the toes and slide into cobra, reaching the heart forward and up, gazing up. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Reaching the head towards the ground, stepping the right foot forward, releasing the left knee down, looking up. Pressing up, stepping the left foot forward, folding into Uttanasana, reaching up and back, Hasta Uttanasana, before coming back into the prayer pose. One more time, reaching up and back, folding forward, tucking the chin in. This time stepping the left leg back, knee down, chin up, look up. Step into plank pose, release the knees, the chest and the chin. Untuck the toes, slide into cobra. Doing your best to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Step back into downward facing dog. Bring the top of the head towards the ground. Maybe extend the legs long. Stepping the left foot forward, releasing the back knee, looking up. Bringing the right foot forward, folding to Uttanasana. Reaching up and back, Hasta Uttanasana. And coming back to Pranayama or the prayers pose. And gently releasing the arms by your sides, tucking the chin towards the heart for humility pose. Inhaling, raising the arms up, palms reaching towards each other, raised mountain. Exhaling, lowering the arms down, tucking the chin in. This time as you inhale, come onto your tippy toes, raising the arms up, palms touching. Exhale, lowering back down, tucking the chin, heels to the ground. Once again, raising the heels, the arms and the chin. Exhaling, lowering back down into humility pose. Bringing the palms to touch in front of you, interlacing the fingers and raising the arms up. Sending the hips to the right, arms to the left, and gazing at the right wrist. Chest nice and tall. Breathing through the nose. Coming back to center, reaching a little higher. Sending the hips to the left, arms to the right, and gazing to the left wrist. Inhaling back to center, palms touching, releasing the arms shoulder height, opening up the palms, interlacing the thumbs, and as you exhale, send the arms to the right side, grounding through your feet. Back to center, to the left. Inhaling, center, exhaling, right, back to center, to the left, one last time, back to center, closing the palms and releasing the hands between the calves. Back nice and straight, reaching the right arm up towards the sky, gazing towards the right palm. Exhaling, lowering the right arm down, reaching the left arm up, gazing towards the left palm, keeping the back straight, Exhaling, lowering the left arm down, palms touching, reaching the arms up and over your head. Inhaling, jumping into a standing, easy triangle, pulling the energy through your feet, the fingertips, and the top of your head towards the heart center, your spiritual heart, visualizing the color green, connecting with the intention set at the beginning of your practice, further cultivating the feelings of love and gratitude. As you exhale, jump back to center, arms by your sides, chin tucks. Lower into Shavasana and bring the feet to touch, raising the right leg up for a count of 6. Inhaling through the nose, lowering down with your exhale. Lifting the left leg up as you inhale for a count of 6. Exhaling, lowering the leg down for a count of 6. This time engaging the abdomen and lifting both legs up, stacking the heels over your hips. You can stay here or press through the hands as you lift the hips up, then placing the hands on the small of your back. Pressing through the elbows, the shoulders, and the back of your head. The legs can stay straight, or you can bend the knees, bringing your thighs parallel to the ground. Slightly lifting the chin up, taking the pressure off the back of the neck, and bringing all of your awareness on the space between the eyebrows. Gently lowering the knees towards the shoulders, coming into Sukha Halasana. If the legs were straight, you can always extend the feet up and over your head and lower them down towards the ground as you keep pressing the hands into your back to elevate the hips a little bit higher. Remaining still in your mind, concentrating on your third eye, breathing in and out through the nose. Gently lowering the arms down, then the hips, and lastly, lowering the legs down, coming into Shavasana for a few breaths to allow the body to realign and come back to center. Mindfully bring the feet to touch, hands by your side as you prop yourself up onto your elbows. You can tuck the hands under your glutes, reach through your toes as you lift the chest up, coming into an easy fish pose. If accessible, you can lower the head down towards the ground, opening up your chest and your neck, releasing the tension from the jaw, and bringing all of your awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Inhaling, lifting the head back, extending the elbows out, arms away from the body and lowering down, separating your feet and coming back to Shavasana for a few breaths. Slowly start to bend the right leg and the left leg, bringing your feet close to your seat, preparing for Setu Bandhasana, lifting the hips up, Bridge pose, this time holding for 10 long yogic breaths, breathing in and out through the nose. Keep pressing your hands and your feet into the ground. Try to reach the knees towards each other, pressing the shoulders, the back of the head into the ground, slightly lifting the chin up. Exhaling, lowering back down, extending the right leg and the right arm long, and rolling over to the right side, resting your head on your bicep, arm in front of your chest, and the leg at a 90-degree angle. Slowly prompting yourself up into a seated position, keeping the legs long in front of you, spine nice and tall. Gently scooping the backs of your legs as you reach through the top of your head, and then lowering your chest onto your thighs, hugging the backs of your legs, tucking the chin over the knees. If you're feeling comfortable here, you can always reach for your calves, maybe your ankles, or even your feet. And you slowly start to walk the feet further away from the torso, continuing to maintain contact between the chest and the thighs. Keeping the elbows in. If you can, try extending the legs a little bit longer, maybe all the way out. You can try to grab a hold of your big toes with your index, middle, and thumbs, or reach your arms behind your feet and clasp your hands together. Exhale, release the tension in the shoulders. Breathing slowly and mindfully. Grounding through your heels and your sitting bones, keeping the tailbone heavy. Inhaling, slowly rising back up into a seated position. Bend the right leg and release the knee to the ground as you bring the sole of your foot to the inside of the left thigh. Bend the left leg, release the chest on the thigh, hug the back of the leg and tuck the chin over your knee. You can reach for your calf, ankle, or the foot and extend the left leg as far out as you comfortably can, keeping the elbows close to your leg. Again, releasing the tension from the shoulders, grounding through the heel and the sitting bones. Releasing the tension from the jaw, breathing into the whole left leg. Concentrating on the space between the eyebrows. Gently rolling back up into a seated position, extending the right leg long, sitting up tall, bending the left leg this time, releasing the knee to the side, sole to the inside of the right thigh, bending the right leg, releasing the chest to the thigh, hugging the back of the leg, chin hooks over the knee, reaching for the calf, ankle, or the foot, and slowly extending the right leg long. If you can't extend the leg all the way down, keeping the knees slightly bent is so much more beneficial, so you can connect the chest to the thigh than if you're extending the leg long and losing that connection. Continue breathing mindfully, allowing yourself to Relax and let go of the tension in the right leg. Inhaling, coming back up into a seated position. Readjusting the sitting bones and bringing the sole of the left foot and the right foot to touch. Hands at the heart center, interlacing pinky, ring, and middle. Reaching the arms overhead and folding forward. Sliding the hands over the feet. Extending the elbows past the shins and towards the ground as you release the head towards your heels. Coming into Tadasana or star pose. This is a great opportunity to connect again with the intention set at the beginning of your practice as your heart chakra is wide open. If you were looking from above at the shape of this posture, you would see the Star of David, or a 6-pointed star, with the center of your chest, color green, beaming bright. Inhaling, sitting up, bringing the knees to touch, scooching yourself to the center of your mat and coming down to lay into Shavasana. This is a great counter pose to forward folds to further release any remaining tension in the body. Gently bring the feet to touch, bend the left leg and roll over to the right side. Resting on the side of the body for a brief moment. Allowing yourself time to transition onto the front body, extending the legs long, releasing the arms alongside of the body, palms facing up, forehead to the ground, preparing for baby cobra. On your next inhale, lift the head up and release the chin to the ground. Engage all the muscles in your body, starting with the feet. Firmly press them into the ground. Engage the calves, the thighs, the glutes, all the muscles in the back and your arms. Feel a gentle compression in your neck as you gaze up. On the next inhale, tuck the chin in, release the forehead down, bring your hands by your chest. And as you press the hands into the ground, lift the head, the chin, the chest up. As you slide into Sukha Bhujangasana, or Cobra pose. Activating the muscles in the body, same as in baby cobra. Keeping the heart light. You can always close your eyes. And gently lower back down just enough so you can lift the hands by your shoulders to come into a hands-free cobra. Gaze up, keep lifting through the lower back and your abdomen, reaching the chest up high as you possibly can. Exhale, lower back down. Extend the left arm alongside of the body, bending the right arm and right leg, 90-degree angle, coming into a Parshva Shavasana. Exhaling, releasing the tension from the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. Extending the right leg long. Bringing the arms by your sides and then gently shifting them up next to your chest, pressing into the hands as you lift yourself up into Shalom Salam, extended child's pose. Releasing the tension in the jaw, feeling the connection between the forehead and the ground, allowing your chest to melt into your thighs. In the next inhale, bring your hands next to your feet for closed-legged child's pose or balasana. You can stay here forever, breathing mindfully, breathing slowly, allowing yourself to relax each time just a little bit more as you exhale. This is such a soothing pose, available to you at any time, should you feel the need to rest. On your next inhale, lift yourself up to a seated position and come to sit at the center of your mat, extending the legs long and keeping the spine nice and tall. Preparing yourself to come into a half spinal twist or Ardha Matsyendrasana. You can come into this pose by keeping the legs long, pressing the right hand into the ground and bringing the left hand outside of the right thigh. Keeping the chest nice and tall, gazing over the right shoulder. You can also bend the right leg, repeating the same motions with your hands, this time hooking the left elbow outside of the right thigh. Again, keeping the chest nice and tall, gazing over the right shoulder. Last and the most advanced option in the Dharma Gentle is to bring the right foot outside of the left leg. Press through the right hand behind your back and then hooking the left elbow outside of the right thigh, twisting to the right, gazing over the shoulder. Releasing the tension from the jaw as you keep the chest up. Remaining here for a few breaths, and as you're ready, slowly untwisting and coming to a seated position. Repeating the sequence on the left side. You can do so by keeping the legs long, bending the left leg, or even bringing the left foot outside of the right leg, grounding through the left hand behind you, and placing the right elbow outside of the left thigh. Exhaling, twisting, gazing over the left shoulder. Breathing mindfully, concentrating on the space between the eyebrows. Exhaling, coming back to center, untwisting, coming to sit in the center of your mat and lowering down into final Shavasana as you prepare yourself for a deep, healing relaxation. As you allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation, imagine your whole self, your body, your mind, and your soul being a strong magnet, pulling all the very best from the quantum field into your body, and more specifically into your left thumb. Feel the vibration of the energy in your left thumb. Allow this energy to spill into the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky finger. Allow it to spill into the palm of your hand, the top of your hand, and into your left wrist. Allow your left hand to melt into the ground, mentally disconnecting from your left hand, as if your body is going under anesthesia. No more movements, just relaxation. Continue to allow this energy to travel into your left forearm, the elbow, upper arm, shoulder, and the armpit region. Allowing your whole left arm to sink into the ground as you allow yourself to fall further and further into relaxation. Slowly start to shift your awareness into your right thumb, visualizing all the very best. Your body like a magnet pulling at this energy directly into your right thumb. Feel the vibration of the pulsation of energy entering your right thumb. Allow it to spill into the index, middle, ring, and the pinky finger. Feel the energy spilling into your right palm, the top of the hand, and your right wrist, softening the right hand, mentally disconnecting from it and allowing it to melt into the ground. Slowly start to redirect your awareness into your left big toe, visualizing the energy entering the big toe, the next toe, middle toe, the next toe, and the pinky toe. Feel the energy spilling into the roots of the toes, top of the foot, the pad of the foot, inner arch, the outer edge, and the heel. Allowing your left foot to completely melt into the ground. Relax your left ankle, the shin, and the calf. Allow your left knee to remain light. Give your left thigh permission to melt off the thigh bone. Relax your glute, your left hip, and the whole hip region. Slowly start to shift your awareness into your right big toe. Feel the energy as it enters the big toe. Allow this energy to spill into the next toe, the middle toe, the next toe, and the pinky toe. Feel the energy traveling upwards and into the top of the foot, the pad of the foot, inner arch, the outer edge, and the heel. Allow your whole right foot to completely relax and melt into the ground. Relax your right ankle, shin, and the calf. Give your thigh permission to melt off the thigh bone. Relax your right glute, your right hip, and the whole hip region. Mentally disconnect from your entire right leg as you allow it to sink deeply into the ground. Mentally continue to draw energy into your body, into your tailbone, your pelvic floor, lower back, mid back, and the upper back. Allow your back body to gently release all the tension as you allow yourself to fall into a deeper state of relaxation. Redirect your energy into your abdomen. Feel the energy filling it up completely, purifying all of your vital organs, your kidneys, your liver, and your whole digestive system. Allow the energy to travel upwards into your rib cage and your lungs. Allow it to fill up your whole heart space and purify your heart. Feel the energy traveling upwards into your neck and your jaw. Relax your teeth. Allow your tongue to slide back into the cavity of your mouth. Relax the lips and allow the cheeks to melt off the cheekbones. Feel the oxygen entering your nostrils. Allow the eyes to sink deeply into their sockets. Relax your brow line and the forehead. Allow the skin to melt off the face, ears, off the sides of your head, as you allow yourself to enter a complete state of relaxation. Mindfully shift your awareness to the center of your chest, your spiritual heart, and the temple of your soul. Visualize yourself entering this sacred space and connecting with your most highest self. mentally drifted off, that's okay. Slowly, slowly come back into your physical body, and while keeping your eyes closed, come into a comfortable seated position. Gently bring your index and thumb fingers to touch, while keeping the middle, ring, and pinky fingers long. Start to draw your attention to your breath, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, pausing for a moment, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhaling to a count of 4, pausing for brief moments, and exhaling to a count of 4. Continuing to mentally count your breath, eventually ceasing all mental activity and focusing on your breath like nothing else exists in this world. Gently bringing your hands to your heart center and taking a gentle bow towards the self, preparing for final closing chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May you always, always, always remain receptive to the divine within you. Namaste.